We're following several big stories tonight at 6. First, breaking news from a Douglas County neighborhood where deputies are on the scene after 7 people, including children, were shot, some fatally. This happened on Willow Tree Circle in Douglasville.
46.
Oh, very sad, Shrita. Thank you for that. We're also following breaking news in Buckhead. That's where one person was sent to Grady Hospital with serious burns after a home was engulfed in flames. This taking place on Harris Trail Northwest in Atlanta.
CBS 46 News.
Well, now to a developing story. On the eve of the Grammys, it's an all too familiar feeling as the Brown and Houston families continue to sit by the bedside of Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobbi Kristina Brown. It was 3 years ago when Whitney Houston was found unresponsive in a bathtub. CBS 46's Jason Aubrey is live tonight at Emory University Hospital, where Bobbi Kristina is a patient. Jason, not much change in her condition, right?
Aubrey, CBS 46 News.
Jason, thank you for that. It's an awards weekend in California. Dozens of people reacting to the news about Bobbi Kristina. On the red carpet at the NAACP Awards, Judge Greg Mathis and actor Alex Thomas both say they are praying for her recovery.
What I've suggested is
New details tonight about NBC Nightly News anchor Brian Williams. He says he is stepping away from the news desk temporarily because he has become too much of the news. This decision comes as the network conducts an internal investigation into his reporting of his time in Iraq. Williams claimed he was on a helicopter that was shot down in 2003. It turns out he was actually on a different chopper. For now, Lester Holt will fill in for Williams on the anchor. New tonight at 11, a homeless man with a symbol of the Antichrist on his forehead is accused of killing another man inside a church. Mike Mather has the story.
William Long with a sign of the devil tattoo.
It's hit our community very hard.
This happening in North Carolina. William Long charged now with first-degree murder and is being held in jail without bond. New details now about the Boston Marathon bombing trial. A federal appeals court rejecting a fourth request to move the trial to another city. This means Dzhokhar Tsarnaev will be tried in Boston. A panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates is expected to be formally seated this week to hear those opening arguments. If convicted, Tsarnaev could face the death penalty. A New York man is recovering from second and third degree burns after he says his iPhone suddenly exploded in his pocket on Valentine's Day. Josh Einiger has the details on how it happened.
This is where it came from, the phone, right?
CBS 46 cares about your family. The Be Smart, Be Healthy Expo kicked off today at Perimeter Mall, and CBS 46 was a proud sponsor of the event. Shrita Irvs has a look at how fitness and health brought families together. And what a special moment for Dominique Wilkins, the most recognizable Atlanta Hawk ever, finally getting his due. Recently, I stopped by his house and asked him about his emotions leading up to this very special day. Tell me about the statue. When did you first get word that this was going to happen?
Well, you know what? When I went in the Hall of Fame in '06, Brian Hanlon, who was with Hanlon Studios, said, you know, I had a vision to do a statue of you. And I said, oh, okay, that's nice, you know. But I didn't think that much about it because it never was ever talked about before. So he said, I'm on a mission to do the statue, and I'm going to do this statue. And that's how it all started. But I never thought it would actually come to fruition. And then when Steve Koonin came, he just took it over the top. He just said, why haven't we done this for Dominique? That it needs to be done. So Steve Koonin was the major key of seeing this come to fruition. So I can't thank him enough. As a kid, you never grew up thinking that you're gonna be a Hall of Famer or have your own statue. There's only 7 NBA statues in the country.
Really?
It's only 7. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
You got to be a bad man to get a statue. you look at those guys who have statues, man, they're hell of a players.
Tell me what you thought about when that moment comes and it's unveiled.
It's something I've always wanted, but it wasn't till, you know, things changed here and Koonin came in, local ownership, and all the other people who've been a part of this made sure that day happened, and now we're at that day. And I'm just as excited for the city of Atlanta, because it's not just for me, it's for them too. And to show them my hard work, and not only am I going to be able to celebrate this, but you're going to be able to celebrate this too, because you're a part of that hard work that I put in.
Neek admits that it still bothers him that he was traded away in the midst of that 1993-94 season that set a team record for wins that still stands, and he really felt that was a team that was going to win a championship. But he believes that things happen for a reason, and perhaps his statue comes in the season of the first NBA championship here in Atlanta.